It's time for the daily edition of Litter Media Live for the first of the week. Speaking of November 24th.
You're not used to me being here on a Monday.
I'm not.
You almost said Tuesday?
I double-checked all the information that was emailed to me, and I said, did that really say Mike Smith is going to be here on a Monday?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a game on Friday night, so I'm here.
And for people wondering, no, he's not an athlete anymore, so he's not playing on Friday night.
Some would say I still got it. Shuffleboard. You haven't seen me play shuffleboard yet.
I've not seen that, no.
Down at Sanibel, I'm anxious to get down there next week to see if they put the shuffleboard court back in.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the things that Hurricane Ian blew out.
I think I've only tried shuffleboard once, and I think that was just to see what it was all about, and I think I was like 24.
Yeah.
So
Shuffleboard's one of those games that you can hit your opponent's disc and knock them out of place.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't care for
I thought you were going to say whack him with the stick.
Because Sarah and I were planning. We'll look forward to that. Yeah. I'll give you a report when I get back.
Mr. Retiree. There was a lot of shuffleboard playing in some of the retirement settings for The Sopranos.
Oh.
So
I might run into a mobster down there and get whacked or something.
Oh, forgive me. It was not shuffleboard. It was probably bocce ball. That's what I'm thinking, which is very similar. You just don't use a puck. You use a ball for that. Coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at what's making news for us across the Scioto Valley as we are into Thanksgiving week and a barrage of holiday events and everything that are happening. Details in a moment. But first, what's the weather?
This morning, it was frosty out there. If you parked outside, you might have had some frost on your windshield.
I did.
Cloudy skies, though, for the balance of today. We expect to see highs up around 53, but rain comes back into the forecast on Tuesday and Wednesday, with temperatures moderating in the mid-50s. You can see there on our graph on Tuesday, 56, possibly 52 on Wednesday before a chance of a 10 a.m. chance of a shower?
I've heard the possibility of some snow towards Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
as well.
Heard that nonsense on Friday or Saturday. So we'll keep an eye on that as we get farther down the road.
Coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date on the news, sports, and this date in history. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. We may have some representatives in next week to talk about their services at Accurate. Of course, if you've got an issue with any of that in your home or your business, or if you're building a business or building a home, they can take care of all those needs from residential to commercial. Heating, cooling, and plumbing. You can trust Accurate. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you to their website. That's accuratehvac.com.
Wherever you are there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
My name is Matt Shelton. I am the principal here at Edward Lee McLean High School in Greenfield, Ohio. So McLean's partnership with Adina is very extensive. There's an athletic trainer on our campus every day assisting with students. We also have a physician that works with our football team. The mobile health unit has been significant for a lot of kids in that they might not easily have access to have their immunizations or to get a physical or just to be seen. It's more than just education here at McLean. It's also well-being and focusing on how to live a healthy lifestyle.
Thank you, Principal Matt Shelton from the McTigers. We've never called them that before, and for some reason I just thought McLean Tigers. Plus, coming up at noon today, we've got a special edition with Miss McDonald's. Janet Eddy will be here to talk about some things they've got going on with McDonald's. But first, let's take a look where you can find a lot of what we're going to share with you today through most of it, our social media, but also on our website, littermedia.com. So if you'd like to follow along, go to littermedia.com and check these items out that we're about to share with you. And one of those was the lighting of downtown Chillicothe over the weekend.
Yeah, even though it's not Thanksgiving yet, it is officially Christmas time in downtown Chillicothe with the arrival of Santa on Friday night in the downtown for Shine On Chillicothe's downtown holiday open house.
Looks like he was riding in there on the
party bus.
Yes, the party bus.
He was.
You have to pedal that, right?
Yeah, I don't think he was pedaling though.
No, I don't think he was. No. He was
Santa's
along
not
for
a
the
peddler.
ride. All the elves were pedaling. But he joined the celebration to light the tree, and you'll see that in just a moment.
I liked how Mike Haller asked him, am I on the naughty list this year? And
he said, I got to double check.
Yeah. $32,000 for that tree, huh?
And the only tree of its kind in the world. Wow. They kept saying this. I guess it's probably the largest artificial tree in the world. Mm-hmm. Very
How
impressive.
tall did they say? Or did they say?
I think they said 32 feet. I think they said $1,000 per feet. Wow. That's how it worked out,
32
too.
feet high. Gotcha.
I know that video that you shared was an abbreviated version, but what we had on our Facebook page had, 15,000 views? I think
it seemed like it was a big hit,
yeah. And again, that was paid for with donations.
Yes.
Business donations, private donations. That had nothing to do with the city of Chillicothe spending money on that.
Yeah, and that concern comes from people reacting on social media. Yes. I can't believe they spent that much money.
Hey, you spend your money how you want.
That's right. Volunteering and service to the community were some of Connie's proudest moments. Speaking of Connie Meyer, who we lost this past week. She was an active member of the Regent and past Regent of the Nathaniel Massey chapter of the Daughters of American Revolution. She tirelessly placed wreaths on veterans' graves for wreaths across America, which I was just thinking about her last week. I was going by Green Lawn Cemetery and saw that the wreaths were going to be something that will be placed there before too long, and they'll take up all the old ones and they'll put new ones out in December. No matter what the weather, she was always there. She served on the Pump House Board of Directors, helping to establish the Pump House Art Gallery. She was a member of the Chillicothe Restoration Foundation, served as a Chillicothe City Council member for 10 years. I had forgotten about that. And partnered with the Sons of the American Revolution to establish Liberty Camp for children. Connie donated blood to the American Red Cross for 25 years. She ultimately became an organ donor. And unfortunately, we lost her in an accident this past,
Tuesday?
Tuesday she passed, but the accident, I think, was Monday.
Well, it was Tuesday, the accident. I think she passed either the next day or Thursday. Okay. So
yeah, she and Gretchen Steele were involved in a pedestrian accident there at Water Street during a rainstorm. And so our thoughts are certainly with the family, and she was a great friend to us here, not only on this program, but also when we were at the radio station as well. So our thoughts are with the family and friends of Connie Meyer.
The 2025 Washington Courthouse Christmas Parade will be led by a longtime respected community figure by the name of Don Kramer. Don will serve as this year's Grand Marshal. He's a local kid, only he might not be referred to as a kid anymore. He graduated from Miami Trace High School.
He's got a boyish grin.
He does, doesn't he? I bet he was ornery in school. Earned a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with a major in botany and plant pathology. He was drafted by the U.S. Army and went into Vietnam, serving during that era. This was impressive, I thought. He served as a clerk stenographer for the Chief of Staff of the 4th Infantry Division before spending a year and a half in Germany with the 3rd Armored Division. After coming home, he became a mailman, where he spent a quarter of a century before his retirement in 2000, and a member of the First Presbyterian Church for 35 years. He served on their board of trustees, and for the last 15 years worked with the church's food pantry, picking up donations, assisting with distribution, and helping ensure families receive Thanksgiving boxes each season. A tip of the cap to Don Kramer, who will be the Washington Courthouse Christmas Parade Grand Marshal this weekend.
So we can add that to his resume now.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. A reminder that the country music star John Berry and his annual Christmas concert will be December 16th at the Majestic Theater in Chillicothe. Tickets are still available. This is his 29th annual Christmas concert. He's been coming here for a long time, and he really enjoys coming to the Majestic Theater. Had a bout with cancer a couple of years ago, but you can really feel Christmas during this concert. Now, this is on the heels of the Columbus Symphony Orchestra coming to town, so that will be on Sunday, and this concert will be on Tuesday, December 16th.
Small Business Saturday, that's coming up this weekend. For those of you who want to help out with our small business community, that's on November the 29th. Support local shops and enjoy decorated storefronts, holiday treats, and unique gifts. Remember, support those who support our community. Small Business Saturday coming up.
South Bloomfield is looking for some assistance as well. You want to roll up there to topple the truck. It's their toy drive that's coming up this Saturday, November 29th. That's from 8 until 8 p.m. at Buckley Brothers. That's on Walnut Street in South Bloomfield. You can help fill the truck with toys for local families in need. And I believe they want those to be unopened toys so that they can wrap them.
Circleville's Merry Tuba Christmas will be this Sunday, November the 30th. Starting at 5 p.m. inside Trinity Lutheran Church. That's, of course, in Circleville. Tuba and euphonium musicians gather to perform warm, joyful holiday classics.
I think they've had this outdoors as well before.
Yeah.
They're at the Pumpkin Stage in Pumpkin Show Park. Asheville's Christmas tree lighting is coming up also on Sunday at 6 p.m. inside the Ohio Small Town Museum. The Asheville, of course, area is where I'm from, so you have a chance to get back there and check this out. The cozy hometown lighting ceremony that officially starts the season. Now, I believe the copy here says that it's inside the Small Town Museum, but I think it's inside the where the courtyard is, just outside of the village.
And I'm starting a drive to get Dan's picture in that museum as a hometown hero.
Yeah. We don't need that.
Join Adina Health on Friday, December the 5th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at 1867 Old U.S. Highway 35 Northwest in Washington Courthouse. That's for an evening of holiday magic. It's free to attend. You'll get some photos with Santa, some hot cocoa, and sweet treats. Winter Wonderland over in Washington Courthouse, December 5th. Yay! Sit on Santa's lap and tell him everything that you want for Christmas.
Santa has a close relationship with Adina.
Yes, he does.
If you have ever wondered about that, I've actually seen him with keys to behind-the-scenes rooms at Adina. Yes.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Now everybody's thinking, is that what Jeff Graham left, retired to go to?
He started growing a beard, right?
Who knows, yeah. Our road report has a culvert replacement project going on in Pike County, State Route 335 between Overley Road and Swift Creek Road. The project will begin on December the 1st. Now, 335 will be closed for the duration of the project, and the detour will be 32 to US 23 to Clough Street in Waverly, and they're saying this could go through winter 2025, which tells me the end of December, but sometimes when weather impacts outdoor work, it gets stretched out a little bit. And a lot of people are, that great cheer that you heard go up over the weekend or motorist on Bridge Street, because you can actually move when you're driving and not get caught up in the intersection and having people yell at you and beep the
Well, we
horn.
understand they're doing striping now on the traffic circle there at Walmart.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Just to get the markings correct. There have been some signs already posted, but they got to get the...
Just one more dig. According
you
to,
thought we were done.
According to all the cranks on social media.
Yeah, really.
You've heard of pay to play. Well, coming up, pay for play.
Yeah.
Details in just a bit. But first, I want to tell you about Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. Remember, on Mondays, they're only open until 2 o'clock. So if you want to take advantage of the SCAG mowing equipment clearance sale, this is your time. But you better hurry, because once the clearance inventory is gone, it's gone, and so are the prices with them. So if you want a tire cat, if you want one of all those things you see on the showroom floor at a low price, you'll find it today at Hometown Motors Incorporated. Give them a call, 740-773-8826. Tell them you'll take 4 or 5, and we'll go from there, I guess. Hometown Motors Incorporated, your store for the great outdoors. The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service. Local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, oh, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
To lead our sportscast this morning, the Ohio High School Athletic Association made an announcement this morning.
Yeah, it's official. Member schools of the OHSAA have voted in favor of an emergency bylaw referendum on name, image, and likeness, or NIL, making Ohio the 45th state in the nation to allow it at the high school level. The voting period ended last Friday afternoon, with the final tally being 447 schools in favor, 121 against, but 247 schools abstained from voting. The new bylaw goes into effect immediately. You can find out how all of this is going to work, because it's rather detailed, in our website story at littermedia.com.
To decide not to is to decide not, right?
Now run that by me again.
If you abstain from voting, that's basically you're deciding not to vote.
Exactly, yeah. And that could have been...
Which is a no vote, but still, there are more yes votes than no's if you add those together.
Yeah. If you have followed the referendum voting on a lot of different issues over the years, for whatever reason, there's a lot of schools that just don't vote, and I don't get that. You're a member of the association, get your input in there.
And maybe they don't feel they have enough information, or maybe they don't feel like, well, I'm just a principal, and I don't have a say-so. You do have a say-so.
You're the voting member.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go.
So your thoughts on the NIL deal?
I think I gave those when that first came out. Okay. I think it's not going to be good for high school sports. I saw that Ryan Day said, quote, "This is going to be a great opportunity for high school athletes." Oh, it's so great at the college level. They're trying to figure ways to fix it, and now we're bringing it into the high school level. I'm sorry, folks. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I think that we've lost our way in a lot of ways.
And I've heard some high school coaches that are very much behind it, and some of them were
Ironton?
athletes. And what's that?
Ironton?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Just a couple of weeks ago, you hammer Ironton, but then you come out with this that's going to create even more issues.
Right.
I think there's going to be some more issues down the road. And maybe I'm just being skeptical. I don't know.
It's kind of semi-related, although it's not high school. But the governor of Ohio has just come out saying, quote, "I regret signing the bill that allowed gambling for sports in Ohio, sports gambling." Because we've got Major League Baseball pitchers in Ohio. We've had some college athletes that have been threatened by unsavory characters for not throwing. When you open that can of worms, folks, it creates things that you didn't have to deal with on a day-to-day basis in the past. So there's just one other thing.
When we focus on dollar signs to help take care of certain issues, you got to stop and say, wait a second. Yeah. Let's reflect on this for a moment. Right. What are the potential problems down the road? Oh, we can police that. Well, we've watched how it's been policed.
Right.
So, two big announcements concerning high school football schedules in the mix here. Unioto and Jackson have agreed to play each other over the next 4 years, with the 2026 game being a season opener on Thursday, August 20th at 7:30 p.m., not a 7 o'clock start, eh? And also, Chillicothe High School football will start the 2026 season hosting the Circleville Tigers at the O. The game will be on a 2-year home schedule. So, and now there's already been, well, why won't Unioto and Chillicothe play each other on the gridiron? The only time I have seen them together outside of a 7-on-7 was a scrimmage. That scrimmage lasted 7 plays because we had this torrential downpour that happened. The game had only gone 7 plays, and next thing you know, it's a washout, complete washout. And the only reason they continued to go on with things was because, and they didn't play, but they went on with the festivities because the festivities included a golf ball drop that everyone had paid money for to see who could be the closest to the pin. Now, that was all before they put the O renovations in.
Yeah.
And so when they had that downpour, they just couldn't go on the grass.
Yeah.
And so now it's a matter of why won't they play each other? But they're playing each other in basketball and other sports and everything. But the football, for some reason, does not go head to head.
Yeah. Yet. Who knows? I mean, who saw these two matchups coming? Yeah. So maybe there's still something.
I kind of saw that Circleville matchup.
Yeah, he had something to do with it. Yeah. The Haynes Total Healthcare Center high school scoreboard over the weekend shows us that girls high school basketball tipped off. Actually, on Friday night, Nelsonville York beat Huntington, Sheridan over Adena. That was Saturday. Hillsboro beat Athens in overtime. Taze Valley beat Watterson in a 4-point decision. Minford over Lynchburg Clay. Some of the other games involving local teams, Notre Dame beat Western. And on Friday night in high school football, probably the closest team to us, the Wheelersburg Pirates, had no trouble against Nelsonville, York, 41-0. So the Bird goes to the state semifinals this Friday against Youngstown Cardinal Mooney. Now back to girls basketball. Yes, there were a couple of games involving local teams yesterday. Uniota beat Waynesville 51-45, and Stephen T. Baden beat Wheelersburg 59-37, not to be confused with Hamilton Baden.
College basketball from Friday, Shawnee State's men's team had a 99-point victory, 142-43 over the Crown College of Tennessee, a record previously set in 1995 contest against Cincinnati Claremont. Both men and women for Rio Grande were winners on Friday. I failed to follow up to see how they did on Saturday. They both had games on Saturday for the Bevo Francis Classic that was held over the weekend.
Congratulations to Chillicothe High School alum Amy Bambeneck, who's now the head volleyball coach at Ohio Dominican. They won the GMAC Volleyball Championship over the weekend, and as a result, they now advance to the NCAA Division II National Tournament. So congratulations to them. By the way, they beat Cedarville. Cedarville could still possibly get in that large bid because they had a tremendous season. I think they were 22-5 going into this match. So still a possibility for Cedarville to get into the postseason as well.
I think Amy's been there 5-6 years now, and this is her first conference championship. So congratulations to Amy getting the job done, as they say. Ohio State broke loose in the second half for a 42-9 win over Rutgers this past Saturday, their regular home game, final regular season home game. They may probably have a playoff game that they'll host. Now it's the week with the team up north.
We've lost
Any
four
predictions?
straight. We've lost 4 straight.
We have.
And 5 years ago was COVID, and that's when Michigan decided not to play.
Yeah.
So it's been six years ago since Ohio State last won against Michigan.
That would be correct, yeah.
Ryan
Day is chomping at the bit.
Ohio State should have won last year. I thought the coaching was too conservative, and that cost them. They showed in the playoff what they were capable of doing.
And that was the game in which Gus Johnson almost lost his voice on the interception by Jack Sawyer.
Yeah.
But then they were unable to do anything with it.
Couldn't do anything on the offense.
But when I thought he busted a vocal cord because and it wasn't coming out. I thought that Joe Klatt was going to have to take over.
Yeah.
Bengals fell to the Patriots 26-20. We're getting right down to the wire. And Joe Flacco gave him a chance to win there, but it didn't happen. Bengals travel to Baltimore. So if I remember correctly, Flacco's been to Baltimore as a Brown, and now he's going as a Bengal. And by the way, Baltimore is now tied with Pittsburgh for first place in the AFC North.
Yeah, that's a coin toss for that division.
And the Bengals and Browns are tied now for last place in the AFC North. Browns beating the Raiders yesterday 24-10. Shedeur Sanders, the savior, threw one touchdown pass, but they also had 11-20 on the day, 209 yards passing, a touchdown pass, becoming the first Browns rookie quarterback to win his first start since Eric Zier did it back in 1995. And Zier is retiring this year as a broadcaster with the Georgia Bulldogs, where he went and spent his college years. The Browns will host San Francisco on Sunday. The 49ers are home with the Panthers tonight on Monday Night Football, another Manning cast opportunity.
Yeah, some of the round ball action, Ohio University men, they play at George Mason tonight. The Belmont at OSU women game, that is tonight. Wright State women basketball will be at Ohio University tonight. Now, over the weekend in hockey, the CBJ fell in overtime to Detroit on Saturday, 4-3. They travel to Washington tonight, and the Cavs beat the Clippers in the NBA yesterday, 120-105. Spider.
Cavs are in Toronto tonight to take on the Raptors. So it's tough when you have to go across the border to face dinosaurs. It's just difficult.
And you can't forget your visa because you got to have that to go to Canada.
Right.
Where years ago when I was going into Canada, you didn't have to have it.
Or you have to have your American Express.
Yeah, just walk across the bridge.
Don't leave home without it, as they say. Coming up in a moment, this date in history, flight
Well, a scary moment in flight concerning the President of the United States. All that ahead. Also, we want to talk about something that's been around for almost a century, litter quality propane. They've been serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Litter quality propane.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Time for this date in history.
1954. President Dwight Eisenhower's plane, which was known as Columbine 3, is officially christened as Air Force One for safety. You say, why would that have anything to do with safety? Well, a year earlier, Columbine 2, which at that time had the call sign Air Force 8610, almost collided midair with a commercial plane with the same number, and the president was on board. The plane is now, this is Columbine 3. Columbine 3.
This is a likeness of it.
Well, it's good enough. It's now on exhibit at the U.S. Air Force Museum at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio, along with several other former presidential planes.
I think I know why I didn't see it when we were there last. Amelia, who, this was 3 years ago, I think we took that trip over there. She was pretty well tuckered by the time we got to the presidential wing.
Yeah.
So we merely went straight to the rockets. That picked up her energy a little bit. And then once the rockets were done, she was ready to go home.
Ready to go.
So I think that's why because I thought I might have a picture of that on my, and I didn't because we didn't see
Amelia.
We didn't. That just means we got to go back.
That's right.
We got to go back. Right. She was excited though because she got to sit into the cockpit of a jet, and that was pretty cool until she pushed the thruster and
took off. Haven't seen her since. Yeah,
but there was a moment in which she also was enamored with the snow because Dan Jr. wanted to show her his plane, and it was on display outside, and it had snowed that morning as we were going over. This is why you take these December trips, right? And so she was more excited about the snow that was on the wing than she was about the plane itself. So
gotcha. I got to get back over there. I don't think I've been there since 1999, and that was on an assignment to go interview some of the Doolittle Raiders during their annual reunion. So I got to get back over there.
You know, I think prior to that trip we took with Amelia, I don't think I'd been there since either Dan Jr. was a little boy or when I went with my brother when I was a kid. So
Dad worked for the Air Force, so we went almost every year as a kid. So it's kind of like you got so tired of it that, but yeah, it's worth the trip.
Yeah. All right, that's it for the program today. We've got another special edition coming your way at noon today, as Janet Daddy will be here to talk about some things that are going on with McDonald's. You know, the McRib is back.
I've heard that.
Slurp, slurp, slurp. Happened to those a couple of weeks ago when we went to, where did we go? New Lexington, wasn't it? Yeah. On the way back.
Aaron still got barbecue in his beard. Did you?
We went to McDonald's twice.
We did. We hit McDonald's twice that time. Wow. Yeah. All right, so that's coming your way here in just a bit. I think the Grinch is involved with this one.
Oh.
Yeah, so details are coming up in just a moment. Stick with us here on Litter Media Live.